Good morning, good morning. Hello. 23 seconds in. Yes, we're live. Yes, yes. Hello, everybody. I've got a list I'm going to go over with you. I'm following some people on YouTube that are giving... David, thank you for the number, for the digit. And Nick Brown, thank you for the number 3. Good morning, Nick. Yes, I love those 3s. Time to smoke. Hey, man. Cheers to y'all. David Long and Nick Brown. Cheers, you guys. Happy 710. I'll give you guys the 710. And look, this is my best Scotty Kilmer. I'll give you guys the 710. And then maybe we'll do the 420 as well for both of you. David Long, 710. Nick Brown, 420. Cheers. James. So, I just got caught up in thought. I was thinking about a million thoughts at once right there. That's funny what cannabis does to your brain. I've got some... I get on the internet. I don't know where to start this conversation. The beautiful thing about me hopping into crypto right now is that there is a lot of advice out there on YouTube in the form of podcasters. And you guys know me, I love podcasters. I love all kinds of podcasters. I don't care what they're doing. If they're even Alex Jones. You know, I don't care if you're putting out misinformation, even fucking Ben Shapiro. These entertaining people, he's keeping them happy. He's giving them something to do, something to get into. He's sometimes bringing them information, sometimes straight up lying to their faces. But they're getting what they want and they keep coming back, right? So I like all kinds of podcasters, man. I got on the internet. I was like, I'm going to get my advice from podcasters. So, I pulled up YouTube this morning, and I typed in BitBoy Crypto, and I watched a video that he did about his favorite apps to use for trading stocks. And it's a fucking great video, man. It's like, all the questions I had, he answered all of them, you know, on that video. So check that out at BitBoy Crypto. That's Ben over at BitBoy Crypto. I think you're going to like him. He's kind of like me. He gives you this real straight story, and the way he views people and politics is just like me, man. You guys are going to like that guy. He makes comments just like I make. Anyway, after the BitBoy Crypto video was finishing, I was looking for the next thing to watch. I'm like, am I going to watch another BitBoy? So I went to see what else they had. But over on the right, I saw Andrei. It looks like Andrei Jake, or I think is the guy's name. Andrei, Jikh, I think. Anyway, he's got a video at age 32, how I became a millionaire in 1 year. And, but the one that caught my eye said, 7 best blockchain stocks. And I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. And I don't care. I want to hear what somebody else has to say. I want to get some opinions from different sources. And I'm always telling you, whenever you're looking at news, information on the internet, whatever, make sure you get the information from different sources, just so you know it's fact-checked and it's passed the test of many different agencies putting their reputation on the line for that piece of information, right? So I decided to watch this guy, and he's naming stocks that I was already aware of and naming stocks, and the way he's thinking, it's like, yeah, that's exactly the way you want to be looking at stocks. You're looking at companies that are doing good now and are looking to do really good in the future because they're making all the right moves. And he's looking at companies that are making all the right moves. So check this guy out. It's Andrei, Andrei Jikh. I'm sure I'll hear him say his name on one of his shows or something. 8 GPUs mining for crypto. Wow, James. I have no idea what that means, but cool. Tell me what that means, bro. Mining, does that mean that you're completing those bits of information for Bitcoin? Anyhow, just rather quickly, to not waste your time, you guys that just want to see the beginning of this video and not stay till the end, I'm going to tell you what his picks were, what he recommended. Some good advice he said for financials. He says you want to put about 9% of your total investment into financials. He says for total your total finances, I think going in for from your wealth, I think he said up to 15% to go into the stock, but I can't remember. Anyway, he talks about Bitcoin, and you might want to write these down, or just remember this video and go back and listen to it again. SOS Limited, Tesla, PayPal, Coinbase, Square, NVIDIA, and Riot Blockchain. The guy's name is Andrei Jikh. It's like Andrei Jikh. Jikh. Andrei, Andrei Jikh. And he's got that many fucking subscribers. So you're joining a lot of people that have already found this guy. There's a lot of people that already listen to him. Anyhow, I'm excited to watch more of his videos. He's also a magician, he does card tricks and does them on his show. Pretty cool shit. I learned a lot from him in a little bit of time. I hope somebody could say that about me too. But y'all should go subscribe to his channel. I mean, if you're into this, if this is something you want to get into, which is something I wasn't interested in a year ago. And there's a lot of diversity there. You know, you don't have to put everything in Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you know, he says in the video, he says Bitcoin could crash. It could devalue. He says it's possible. So you can definitely invest in other forms of crypto, in other coins that are promising and looking to do what Bitcoin did. And you could get in while it's cheap and become rich in a few years. Drewski. I left H.A. Goodman after I figured I was offending him by asking. I was asking him if he'd let me send a Bitcoin, and he ignored me, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. He's ignoring me. That's not cool. Yeah, and I understand he's got something wrong, man. He's got a mental issue, and he's scared. He's scared of things that he's not familiar with, and he's probably not familiar with cryptocurrency yet. And hey, man, I was too, and I understand. But I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here because Eric J is gonna he's gonna block me if I try to stay in there and talk to H.A. and H.A. doesn't want to talk to me. It was obvious H.A. Goodman did not want to talk to me. He even laughed when he said my name. And then it was kind of weird. It was almost like when he said my name, he lost his whole train of thought, and then he just started talking about something totally different. He said, I don't know, it didn't even make sense. He just made a weird comment, and then he kept going, and he laughed when he said Nate's Garden. Like he was remembering something that I said to him. I think I really got to him, man. I don't mean to. You know, I know the guy. I'm friends with him. I just want to have a conversation with him and have him talk to me about it, not let it freak him out. Right. Verifying blocks. Right. Right. You're verifying blocks. Oh, so you don't do that by hand? You don't do that by hand. You have a computer does that for you. You said you set the GPUs up. Does that mean? I thought that had to be done manually. There had to be a person doing that. What do you mean you set up 7 GPUs? Right, you saw that. You saw that, right? That's because I send him emails and shit. I send him emails and I send him fucking. I put messages up on his videos and he reads them and he disagrees with me and I'm like, hey man, why don't you just tell your audience about this, or why don't you address this issue? Why don't you bring this up? Why do you only tell half the story? Blah 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 blah. I want him to realize, man, there's so much bad. There's so much corruption and bad coming from both sides. You shouldn't be on one side or the other. You know, you shouldn't call yourself a Republican or a Democrat, and he doesn't, but he chooses the Republicans. He chooses to defend all Republicans and hold them all completely innocent of anything, any wrongdoing. The computer does all the work. Whoa, the computer does it? Computer, stop. It does all the work. What the fuck, dude? You just set up your fucking. You just set up your hard drive to fucking verify these things, and then you'll get like 0.05 cents of crypto an hour. 0.05. That's the size dab I do, bro. That gets me high. It's enough to get me high. 0.05 gram dab. And your electricity bill is like 15 cents an hour. Mason says the cost of electricity running those computers doesn't justify what you're doing. If he's got that many, okay, but then you got to multiply that times how many did you say you set up? 8? You set up 8, bro. So 8 times 0.05, that's almost a half gram. That's almost a half gram, bro. I'm happy with a half gram, man. I bought a half gram, bro. Half gram, bro. Nothing wrong with a half gram. So because he's running all those, are those GPUs, are they virtual? Are they virtual GPUs? Hey, Mason. James Simon's cousin made 12 grand last year in profits. Hey, James Simon, did your cousin remember to figure in his power bill with those $12,000 in profits? Did his power bill go up? It's an interesting thing to look at. No, they're RTX 2070s. They're not virtual. You bought like a whole bunch of computers? Dude, why didn't you just take the $11,000 and drop it on Bitcoin? Hey, Jinmin, and then you can make the profit off that 11,000, and every time you make enough, you buy another GPU. Best of both worlds, bro. What? Doing business with Nay. Hey, doing business with Nay. Smoking some cannabis. We're doing business here. I'm keeping it real. We're doing businesses. Shut up, it's the 710. We already did. We did the 710. We're doing the 420. It was Dave. It was the 710. Nick Brown is the 420. James Simon's next. Cheers, everybody. Drop them digits and share this video, guys. Get me high. I got things to do today. Come on, people. Get me high, people. I'm getting high today, people. Cheers. Iceman, where you been, bro? Holy shit. James, have you done the calculations to make sure you're profitable? James is calling his cousin right now and saying, hey, bro, did your power bill go up from running all the processors? I'm thinking no, because I'm thinking computers, I don't think the computers would be running that much. If you're not running like monitors on them, like if you just set them up and then you disconnect the monitor and it's just the like you said, the GPU running, you're not using a lot of electricity. You don't need a monitor running if that thing's automated, right? I can't imagine it using that much power. Yo, Ice, I jumped into the crypto, bro. In fact, I wonder how it's doing. Let's check the market, bro. Let's check the market status, bro. Jumped into the crypto, bro. My favorite software for watching the stock is Robinhood. It's because it looks, and hey man, you know me, I just keep it real. I keep it honest with you guys because it looks like a casino and it's flashy and it's pretty and it looks like fucking neon lights and I fucking love it. That's what Robinhood looks like. And whenever it goes up or down, it flashes. Like when something happens, I don't know what it means. I'll find out. I'll ask somebody that knows. I'll bet you one of the guys that comes in here knows. When it flashes, like there, it flashed red, that means something. And then it'll flash green, and that means something too. But I like that whole casino-y type thing. It's fucking fun and addicting, and you could put your finger on it anywhere and scroll up a little bit, or scroll down, and you'll get a line, and you could check where it was at any given time throughout the day by doing that with your finger. It's pretty cool. Bitcoin never picked up. No. Bitcoin is hovering, bro. Bitcoin's hovering, 49. Bitcoin is green is it a drop? Okay, is that what that means? That's what I figured it meant. Oh, the actual price of the, because the price is constantly changing, but I guess I don't know. The value and the price are two different things, and it's showing the value, not the price. Did I just learn something? Yeah, I see. So when the value drops a certain amount, it drops the price of the coin, right? It's not exactly what you're looking at. I love it, bro. I sit and look at that all day. And I don't. But every once in a while, I want to check it. And it's just, that's my favorite one, man. It's so fun. One thing I like to do is I like to triple tap and zoom out a little bit, make it nice and big, and then I'll put it on the charger and I'll leave it on like that and I'll just have it running. It's pretty fucking cool. You can just walk by and see it like a clock. Fire off a trade. I'm going to fire off a trade. So we're looking at SOS Limited. Of course, Bitcoin. Of course, Tesla. I'm in those. PayPal, Coinbase, Square, Nvidia, and Riot Blockchain. Write them down, people. Write them down. Ethereum, yes, I'm in that one. I'm going to be picking up Cardano and Polkadot and Uniswap. And I'm going to be looking for companies that are going to be buying up fucking water rights, And I'm going to be investing in those types of companies too. You leave the ticker on your big screen while you're doing other shit. Fucking big old ticker. It's funny. You need to learn about it? BitBoy Crypto, man. And this guy, Andrei, Jikl, I think it is. Is it Jikl? I forget. I forget his name. But that guy. And you got a whole day of trading ahead of you now, It's fucking crazy. People are just getting their start. People are just figuring out what they're going to do today. And there's a million people that are listening to that Andrei guy. There's a million people that are listening to BitBoy Crypto, And those guys have some control over the market just by making recommendations. And they're going to pump up the value of these stocks. When you got a million people that listen to you that are like, hey, man, he's like, hey, man, I found this stock. It's really, really cheap. Everybody drop 1,000 on it right now. Just pump it up. And then a lot of them hop out. Take their money and hop out and wait for the next pump and dump scheme. And I'm looking for the long term. I'm the whale. I want to throw my money in the safest, best. I'm not looking to make money fast. But if something cheap's going to make money fast and I can afford that, and while I'm doing the long term diversified thing, fuck yeah. That's why I'm in Tesla. That's why I'm going to be doing PayPal for sure. That's why I'm doing Shopify, because Shopify was a very slow, nice rise, dude. Shopify was like, dude, if you look at Shopify stock, you can't say no to it. You can't say no. Look at it over 5 years and you're just going to be like, will you buy Starlink? You know what? I just purchased Starlink. I'm going to be a Starlink customer here pretty soon. They finally put a satellite up over my house. So I could look up at night and see the fucking satellite flying over. I can see the Starlink satellite flying over. I'm like, there's my internet. Right now is when I should do a podcast because it's closest to my router right now. I'll get the lowest amount of ping. Oh, that's funny. All right. You guys are fantastic. You're a lovely audience. I'm cutting this one short. It's my prerogative. Check out these two podcasters that I told you about. Andrei, Andrei, Jikl. Something's probably silent. It might be Jill. It might be Andrei Jill, you know, or Andrei Jeek. It might be Andrei Jeek. I think it might be Andrei Jeek. Anyhow, check that guy out. Check out BitBoy Crypto. Check out their latest uploads. I'm going to be watching that video, How I Became a Millionaire in a Year. That's going to be fun, from Andrei Jeek's channel. Tell them I sent you, and maybe ask them if they'd be interested in coming on the show. I don't know if you guys are interested in cryptocurrency. Let me see how many people are watching this show right now. And I'll just kind of judge it on how many people are watching right now. We've got 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19... not including anybody that might be on Trovo. There's 19 people watching. I don't know, man. I don't think you guys are really that interested in it. So, I don't know. We'll talk more. We'll see what you guys are down with. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I got to go. I'll see you soon. Peace! Check out my friend Ron Placone. Check out my friend Graham Elwood. Both of their Bitcoin went out yesterday, so I'm really excited about that. I sent Graham Elwood and I sent Ron Placone both a little bit of, just a little taste of Bitcoin to get their I want to get their beaks wet. And I think they're going to be coming on to talk about it sometime soon, hopefully, to see how their Bitcoin investments are going. We'll be talking about diversification and, relating that to the podcast. There's a lot of great podcasters who are covering crypto, and you can use your podcast to spread the word to your audiences about crypto. Graham Elwood does it all the time. That's one of the things that got me in. Graham Elwood. It was fucking Graham Elwood. I mean, he kept talking about it, and I was like, Graham's crazy. He's fucking always talking crypto. That's one of the reasons why I think he's crazy, because he talks about crypto. He's pushing it. No, he was fucking right. He was right. And I was wrong. And Bitcoin can crash tomorrow, and you can lose everything you got in Bitcoin, but that doesn't mean you're going to lose everything in Tesla, or you're going to lose everything in, he recommended... Just watch these other podcasters, okay? We could talk about this all fucking day and night. It's really interesting shit. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll leave you guys with this. Take care, y'all. It's just a hovering, doing what it does, waiting for people to wake up and do some stuff and make some trades. They're going to fire off a trade. They're going to fire off a trade. I don't like to snort half a line of Super Male Vitality in the morning when I like to fire off my trades. That's what I like to do. I like to fire off my trades in the morning when I'm snorting only half a line of Super Male Vitality. Make sure you pick up your free dose of Super Male Vitality, only half a line. Snort it in the morning at Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com. I will talk to you all later. Take care. Peace. Someone just made some money. When that hit 49.5, someone just made some fucking money. That's how these guys are doing it. It's fucking crazy. You gotta block. You gotta block. You gotta block. You gotta block. Oh, You thought I was going to shut the show off, and so then you tried to troll me at the very last second, and you caught the block. Wow, best show ever. Peace, y'all.